What up, peeps? The other day I'm at someone's house, and she's explained to me her story, because she's telling me how she wants to get a package to come and work out at the studio, and I'm like, awesome, come, I'm going to motivate you, I'm going to work you from the inside out. She goes on to tell me that the person that she was with for about 5 years, left her, and now he got married like 3 months later, and that he let her get heavy and overweight, and because of him, she lost herself, and I stopped her. And I was honest, man. I don't really know her, but I had to be honest and say, yo, he didn't do that to you. You did that to you. No one is going to do anything to you that you don't allow, right? Or that you give that power to that person. So I helped her change her filter, because what happens is that her moving forward and her to let go of the past and over that situation and truly move forward and be more authentic and understand what's the lesson here, because we got to be mindful that everything that we go through, it's not about beating ourselves up about it. It's, that's how the evolution of what happens, how we learn. We have to stumble and trip and fail and fall. And there's going to be people in our lives who've already kind of been through it, or who have a little bit more of an evolution of oneself, and they're going to guide us, right? So I told her, look, you allowed that to happen. You gained weight because you chose it. No one makes you do anything. Because what happens is that we get into this relationship, right? And we want to be in a relationship so much, or be in a situation so badly, whether it's a relationship or a job so badly, that we have compromised, we've abandoned ourselves completely because we want to be in a relationship, or we want to have this job, but we didn't take a time to stop and say, is this good for me? Does this person work for me? Does this job work for me? Does this truly make me happy? Can I be authentic? Can I be 100% authentic in myself? And no, instead is that we just want to grab the first thing. Instead of stopping and looking at what are our options, we grab the first opportunity that comes to us, and we grab it, and we're not even sure if is this the one that's going to work for, does this really fit? It's like you're a size 9 shoe and you put it on a size 7. So what happens is that then you become this person in a relationship that you're trying to keep the image that you have in your mind of this relationship and the white picket fence, or that perfect job that you get up 9 to 5 that you've been dreaming of your whole life, right? And it's the what you've envisioned in your mind. So you start to compromise a little bit more and more in yourself, because this has got to work now. I'm in this relationship, I got this job, or I purchased this house, and now I got to make it work. So then you abandon yourself, not to abandon the commitment, or abandon the image of what you have about how that's supposed to look like, or how it looks like to the outside world. So then we start giving ourselves and say, whatever you want to that person, whatever you think that person wants. And you know what? Then that one day that person wakes up, because you don't wake up from it. Most of the times it's the other person that's next to you wakes up and says, I don't like this person that I'm laying down next to. Because then that person realizes that you're not being authentic. Because no matter what, man, when we're not being authentic and we're not living in our truth and we're not in alignment, that shit's going to wake you up at 2:30 in the morning. So now that person's turned off because you're doing whatever the hell they want you to do, and you don't have you're not defined. You're only defined by what they want. It's like that story of the person that eats, what's your favorite, how do you like to eat your eggs? Well, when I was with Tom, it was scrambled. When I was with Mike, it was over easy. When I was with Jonathan, it was poached. You get what I mean? Figure out what the hell it is you want. So that person wakes up one day and says, I don't want to be next to this person. I don't even know who it is. They're doing whatever the hell I say. Then it becomes a turnoff. Then they don't like it. And then they end up leaving you and hurting you and abandoning you in your mind, because you feel like, fuck, I bent over backwards for this person. I did whatever they wanted me to. Yeah, that's a choice you make. That's a choice you make as a person to mold yourself into another person. And now he went off and got married 2 months later, probably to somebody who was defined, knows what they wanted. And, nobody wants to be next to somebody, well, most people don't want to be next to somebody who's so easily manipulated. Or any job that you take on, that you're like doing whatever it is that they want, and you've lost sight of yourself. Because then that employer is like, this person's miserable, this employee's miserable, and no matter what they do, you're not going to be happy because you haven't defined yourself. So bottom line is, define yourself. Figure out who you are, what works and doesn't work for you, and then enter into a relationship like that. Go into your job like that. Hopefully you wait to become a parent when you're defined, so you can help your child figure out who they are and guide them in this path in life. That applies to everything. If you guys have any comments, let me know. Like and follow me, and I want to interact with you guys. Emma G out.